there, welcome back to FemHealth Talk with me, Kellen Mudhoni. And in today's episode, I would like us to talk about the do's and don'ts of feminine hygiene or tips of genital care. Um, as I said in our previous episode, one of the reasons why women or ladies are susceptible to infections is because of our hygiene or is because of some practices that are not hygienic. So I'm going to look at 5 areas that we really need to be vigilant when it comes to feminine hygiene. And I hope you'll stay with me to the end. Thank you. Number 1, do not sit on public restrooms. All right. Public restrooms, in this case, I mean the toilets at work, the toilets in restaurants, the toilets in clubs. Let's say you're going for a road trip and you feel the urge to go for a short call and you stop by a petrol station or a restroom and you go to that toilet, or basically any toilet that you do not know the sanitary condition of the toilet. Avoid sitting on said toilet. Okay, because when you go sitting on toilets that you are not sure of their sanitary condition, it predisposes you to a bacteria, and that bacteria will cause infections. So if at all you really have to use public restrooms, okay, number 1, do not sit directly on that bowl. Okay, carry your own supplies. All right, you can have your own sanitizer and tissue paper. Then wipe the top of the bowl. Then sit. All right. If you do not have the sanitizer and the tissue, you can just take the tissue and now line it on the bowl, on the rim of the bowl. Then sit on the tissue paper. All right, and ensure that you see that stagnant water that is at the middle of the bowl or the toilet bowl. Ensure that you have always a tissue and place it on that water. Okay, and when you're peeing, avoid aiming towards the walls of the bowl because that causes splashback. Okay, and also when you're peeing, don't just release your bladder like chwa, because that splashback, will get bacteria on your urethral opening or your vaginal opening, and that is very dangerous because it is going to predispose you to bacteria. All right, and once you finish taking a pee, always ensure that you wipe. Okay, and we always wipe from the front to the back. Okay, wiping basically removes the extra pee, and it also ensures that there is no retention of pee or bacteria on your panty the whole day, and it prevents you from smelling funky. Okay, so always ensure that you wipe from the front to the back. Number 2, what is your choice in panty or underwear? Okay, based on your personal preferences, you can select a panty based on comfort, based on fit, based on style, but these are the 2 major qualities I want you to look for when you're choosing your panty. Number 1 is the kind of material or fabric that is used to make the panty, and the material should be breathable. Okay, and the material should be absorbent. Okay, those 2 aspects, breathability and absorbent. Okay, choose cotton panties and avoid panties made from polyester or nylon, because polyester, nylon, and those other type of fabrics, they do not absorb the extra discharge. They don't absorb the sweat. They will not absorb urine, and so you'll have to. And so at the end of the day, you'll be smelling very funky. Okay, and that breeding causes a breeding ground for bacteria. Okay, so let me give you examples of panties. This is a lace panty. Like you can see, it's very see-through, lace panty, but always ensure that this middle part, okay, this middle part is cotton to absorb the extra moisture. Again, this is also another type of panty. These are new panties. Another type of panty. And the middle, always ensure that it is cotton. Okay, this middle part. So number 3, let's talk about pubic hair. How do we groom our pubic hair, or should we even groom our pubic hair? Okay, pubic hair is there for a reason. All right, and the first reason is to signify that a girl or a woman has reached maturity. Okay, then the reason is to give structural protection to the skin and also the internal parts of the genitalia. It also acts as a thermoregulatory um, organ. It regulates body temperature, that the hair on the pubic hair. And last but not least, it also provides protection against friction. Okay, so friction when running or walking or when you're having sex, the pubic hair prevents friction on your skin, or the skin on your genitalia. Okay, but then again, the skin, sorry, the hair on your genitalia, the pubic hair, tends to trap sweat, tends to trap discharge, tends to trap urine. And so, if you're not really keen on cleaning up regularly, okay, you will end up having some funky smell because of poor sanitary or hygienic practices. So, this is why women are encouraged to trim down hair from time to time, not completely shaving it off. Again, as I said, it has its own purpose. Trim your hair from time to time. But if at all you prefer the hair completely shaven off, again, there are different methods of shaving or grooming your pubic hair and ensuring that that you're hygienic all the time. Okay, there are around 5 methods of grooming pubic hair, and I'll start from the least common to the most common. Okay, the least common is laser hair removal. I've not had people having laser hair removal in Kenya, but you can actually look it up. There is waxing. Waxing is a very common grooming technique nowadays. And when you are looking towards waxing your pubic hair, always ensure that you have looked and verified that the spa or the beauty parlor is sanitary, is reputable, and assures you of privacy and confidentiality. Because waxing basically means using a waxing layer, or rather applying a wax layer and yanking it from the roots, and hair doesn't grow back easily. The other one is shaving cream. Shaving cream is basically a chemical paste or cream that you apply on the pubic hair, and then the hair just dies, and now you can just scoop it off or scrub it off depending on the type of the directions that the cream has given you to use. But if you have noticed that most of the shaving creams have a caution written on it that not to be used on genitalia or the genital area. Why? Because that shaving cream is very, very strong. Rather, it has a very, very strong chemical content. And if at all you have used the shaving cream, if you smell it, the smell of the shaving cream is like the hair relaxer or chemical, but it is now amplified to kill the pubic hair. Okay, so you have been given the instructions to use it on arm hair or leg hairs or what have you, or even armpit hairs, but not to be used on genitalia because it will cause sensitivity, inflammation, and chemical burns. Okay, so if at all you are using a shaving cream on your genitalia, ensure you're using one that is that does not have that does not have that specification not to use on the genitalia. Okay, and ensure that you have rinsed thoroughly to avoid burning, chemical burns on your genitalia or to avoid irritation. All right, and so how should we shave our pubic hair? Number one, avoid dry shaving. Okay, do not shave hair when they are just dry without moisturizing the hair follicles first. Okay, so take a warm towel, pat it over your pubic hair, or warm water, pat it over your pubic hair. Okay, just to moisten the hair follicles. Number two, shave in the direction of the growth of the hair. So I'm going to use a model here to demonstrate what I'm saying. So assuming that this is the pubic hair, all right, and you have your razor. So shave towards the direction of your hair growth. Do not shave against the direction of your hair growth. That is what causes ingrown hairs and razor bumps. Okay, so this is the direction of the hair growth. So you're going to shave like this. like that. You see, there's some pubic hair on the thighs, like this, like that. Okay, even the hair on the labia, ensure that you shave on the direction of the hair growth. Do not, and I repeat, do not shave like this. Okay, so what that does is that it will trap the hair underneath the epidermis or underneath the skin. So once the hair now starts growing, it pushes the skin up, okay, causing buildup of fat in the hair follicles, and that is why you will always struggle with razor bumps. Okay, so do not dry shave, then shave in the direction of the hair growth. All right, so number 4, how should we wash or clean our genitalia? Number 1, do not wash or insert any cleaning agent on the inside of your genitalia. Like I said, the vagina is self-cleansing. Allow it to clean itself. Okay, but on the outside is where you can now clean. Okay, to avoid funky smell and the buildup of discharge, sweat, and urine. Okay, and you should clean with a mild soap, water, and a clean cloth, and ensure that you have rinsed it thoroughly. Remember, I have said mild soap. Okay, do not use the harsh soaps, harsh detergents, or even antiseptic. Do not use Dettol to clean your genitalia, because it's going to go and kill all the healthy bacteria in your genitalia, and that will lead to your system being vulnerable to harmful bacteria. Okay, so mild soap, water, and a clean cloth, and ensure that you rinse it thoroughly. In fact, if it's possible, just use clean water, a clean cloth, and no soap. Okay, I know you are worried about the smell, but a clean vagina does not smell funky. A clean vagina does not smell bad. But the area between your butt crack should be cleaned thoroughly. Again, use mild soap, clean water, and a clean cloth, and ensure that you have cleaned the area between your butt crack thoroughly, and ensure that you have rinsed it and also completely dried it off to avoid retention of that moisture and a funky smell, and also ensure that you moisturize between your butt crack and on your butt. Okay, you can use baby oil or a good lotion of your liking. All right, so the area between your butt crack, very important to clean. So last but not least, this section of the video is labeled viewers discretion. Okay, and it is only intended for mature audiences. uh, Again, I have to remind you that I uphold the laws of ethics in reproductive health. Okay, meaning that I'm going to give you information that is respectful, okay, that is free from my personal bias. So I am not here to impose my ideas or will or judgment on you. Okay, I'm just here to pass knowledge in the most respectful way, upholding confidentiality and also privacy. So let's talk about sex toys. For the women that use sex toys, it is very, very important to clean them before and after use and avoid sharing your sex toys with anybody. Okay, so clean them before and after use, and based on the type of sex toy it is, be very keen not to clean it with harsh cleaning agents or detergents and all that, especially those toys that are going to be penetrative, or the toys that are going to interact with the skin of your genitalia. So if you clean them with very harsh detergents or agents, they will go and react with your skin, causing inflammation and irritation. Okay. For the ladies who also practice masturbation and they do not have sex toys, so they substitute sex toys with other things, let's say fingers or vegetables like carrots, bananas, cucumbers, courgettes, and what have you. Ensure that you clean your hands, or you clean the said substitute toy very thoroughly and rinse it with water, and ensure that you do not clean with harsh cleaning agents, because again, if at all it is penetrative or interacting with the skin of your genitalia, it can cause irritation and infections. Okay, so thank you so much for watching till the end. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.